Daily blog from room 1, amazing. Today we are interviewing Mr. Beck. Good afternoon, Mr. Beck.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
What is your job at Baker?
I have many jobs at Baker. One, I'm a physical education teacher. So I work in the gym and I work in the pool, helping kids learn about their minds and their bodies and their emotions. I'm also an advisor in the school, so I work with some older kids, helping them figure out their place in the world and the things that they get to do to help the world and to help themselves grow. I'm also the athletic director, and so what I do is I organize sports teams, and I help Mr. Donovan get his organized too. And what we do with the sports teams is we have our school, kids at our school learn how to play games, and then they go to other schools or other places to play other schools, and they play with kids from other schools too.
When did you start working at Baker?
Before I started working here, I started dancing here. I was a professional dancer, and we danced on the Weinstein stage, which was torn down a few years ago. And after that, I started working here in 1985.
What did you do before you worked at Baker?
I was a professional dancer, and I was a student, and I was a carpenter. I built houses, and I was an auto mechanic. I worked in a garage, and I was a librarian. I worked in a library. And I did some other jobs too. I was the sexton to church. I did lots of odd jobs.
What is your favorite game to teach?
My favorite game? My favorite game is different for different times of the year and for different age kids. In the summer, one of my favorite games is playing in the water, playing in Lake Michigan. And I like to play lots of games in Lake Michigan. Throwing the ball and catching the ball and diving and swimming under people's legs and doing all sorts of fun things like that.
Swimming under people's legs.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Do you teach anything other than gym?
I do. Mostly what I teach is children. And sometimes I teach adults. And whatever I think they need to learn, I'll help them figure it out. So I'm a facilitator as well as a teacher. So what I do is I help them figure out the things that they need to learn. And I help them learn them.
What is Baker's mascot?
The mascot is a demon. And the reason it's a demon is because before I got here, there were some students who decided, what do we want to, they had a discussion, what do we want to call Baker? And it was a demonstration school, so the first part of the word demonstration is demon. And so they thought that'd be fun if we had a demon as part of the word for the school.
Demonstration school.
That's right. That's why it's called that. That's why our mascot's the demon.
How did it become our mascot?
Students voted on it in 1984, 83 or 84. And then the basketball team had some uniforms that they put the logo on. See, this one says socks. And we had one that had a little demon on it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your time, Mr. Beck.
Well, thank you for interviewing me. This was fun.
So for today, bye.